Okay, I don't think you're going to see a YouTube quite like this anywhere. So I'm going to show you something that's the truth that you might not believe. Yeah, I know, this is my wrench drawer. That's pretty easy to believe. But this isn't the wrench drawer of anything that I'm using very often currently. This is the wrench drawer of wrenches that I had for my trash business when I had several garbage trucks and several pickup trucks running garbage every day, and I was doing all my own maintenance, and I was doing every replacement repair job except for things like brakes and giant jobs that required you to lift the truck because I didn't have a way to lift it. So I took those to a shop. But everything else, compressor changes, alternators, oil changes, radiator work, just you name it, I did with different sockets that I have in my regular socket drawer forever. And these wrenches. And I found the receipt for this stuff, some of this stuff, underneath one of these tool drawer liners when I was redoing my toolbox. And these are Harbor Freight tools from 1996. The only thing they say on them is China. And the designator for whatever size you're looking at. These are SAE. And at the time, these were called the full polish professional, quote unquote, mechanics set of, I think, 14 wrenches. I don't know. They are a little clunky. They don't feel horrible in your hands. And since you're wearing gloves most of the time anyway, it doesn't matter all that much that the edges are not beautiful. They don't cut you, even without a glove. You can see that I've done a lot of stuff with this open end part. It's a little deformed there, but not very much, and it still works just great. The reason I'm showing you this 1-inch one is because I put about a 5 or 6 foot cheater pipe on this wrench to break a bolt loose underneath a garbage truck that was related to the Packer body. And I used that cheater bar to break that bolt loose on this box end of this Chinese wrench that I would have personally labeled a junk wrench. That's why I used it for that. And I never thought these things would last the first year of my business. And here in 2017, 21 years later, they're still just fine. And I would use this 1-inch wrench on anything I need one for again. But I don't do an awful lot of stuff like that anymore. I'm more of a motorcycle guy now. But I wanted to share that with you because of the unexpected durability of what isn't really what I would call a quality wrench. Didn't expect to be. Here's another one by a company called Liddell. It's from longer ago than that, and it's from a wrench set I've had since I was probably 20 years old, so about 40 years ago. And it still is every bit of the wrench that it was when I bought it, and I would continue to use it for things like that if I need it. And I have several wrenches that are that way, and not needing them very often isn't going to take them out of my toolbox. I have some old wrenches in here that I'll show you some other time when I do ratchets. But these ratchets here have history behind them, and they are old, and in some cases they are 40 years old and still in service. And I've gradually replaced them for daily use with some newer stuff that's going to make things more comfortable because of the way the newer ratchets are designed. Not because they're any better necessarily, but in some ways they will be. This is a current wrench drawer using the wrenches that I use currently for SAE for working on old American-made vans. And this is my motorcycle drawer, metric wrenches only here. And of course, who doesn't have too many screwdrivers? But this is my miscellaneous drawer with mostly Craftsman screwdrivers. I think they just about all are in there. And those are all at least in excess of 20 years old. So I will be back sometime with more tool reviews of things that are old but still work and didn't cost a fortune. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you later.